How's it going, YouTube? My name is Blake Yarbrough and welcome back. Today's video is on an early sneaker set to release in just a few days. And if you haven't seen, this is my new studio and new space. So welcome if you're new or if you missed the last video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Nike Sacai Fragment LDWaffle. Now, the first thing I want to talk about on this sneaker is the name. I feel like the name is extremely long, and for whatever reason, Nike decided to shorten it a few models ago. So this was originally called the Nike Sacai LDWaffle, and the reason why they had that name was it's a combination of the Nike LDV and the Waffle Daybreak. And essentially, they combined those two shoes to create this one, along with the collaboration with Sacai, with the double swoosh, the double midsole, double tongue, everything that you've come to know as the Nike LDWaffle or LDWaffle, which is what they call it now. Now, this shoe right here now has a third collaborator on it, which is Fragment Design, and it's something that I think we're going to see a lot more of because they've already teased an upcoming Nike Sacai Clot LDWaffle, which I'll give you guys my opinion later on in the video, but it seems like the double collabs are going to continue, and I'm not sure exactly which direction. I mean, will we get 3 collabs, 4 collabs, 5 collabs on one sneaker? It seems a little cheesy, but we'll talk about it later. Like, as you see here behind me, we have the Travis Scott Fragment Design Jordan 1. So I think the double collabs are here to stay, at least for this year. And this one right here is set to release on September 8th. So just in a few days, if you're watching this video, these will be releasing on sneakers and I'm sure other boutiques around the world. And this is one that I think out of the 2 that are releasing or have released, there's a navy pair of these as well. And I've seen both and I prefer the gray one. So we'll go ahead and kind of talk about the colorway. This is a light smoke gray, and overall I think the colorway is absolutely phenomenal. It's a 9 out of 10. It's a really nice colorway. I love the light smoke gray. I feel like the mesh and the suede is just a little bit different, which gives it like a nice little contrast. And then you've got 2 swooshes here, the double swoosh that you're used to for the Sacai models. The white overlays a light smoke gray swoosh. So if you can tell, there's just a tint of gray on that swoosh that is on the underside. And I really like that. I think it makes a lot of sense to have 2 different color swooshes because that way you can really see the depth of the sneaker. But again, they did use 2 different materials on this sneaker. They used a premium gray suede, which it's soft, but it's not the best suede that I think they've ever put on a sneaker. It's decent, it's pretty soft, but I could definitely tell, like here on the heel, this isn't as soft, so probably has to do with quality control and things like that. But you've got a premium gray suede, and then you've also got this gray mesh on the toe box and then here on the forefoot. This is something that I really like because I really think the mesh looks a lot better on this sneaker compared to the nylon models that they've done. The mesh is obviously gonna breathe a lot better, and that's good for me because my feet get hot. I really like the mesh models of the LDWaffle. I think those are the best models. Of course, you've got the waffle outsole. All of this is the exact same thing that we've seen from previous LDWaffle models. It's all the exact same. It's just that you've got a new color and then also the collaboration with Fragment Design. The other one is right here. And I'll give you guys some overlay shots of the box. It's just the standard Nike Sacai box that they've dropped, which I'm surprised after seeing the Travis Fragment Jordan box. That box was really cool. They combined like both logos. This one, they didn't do that. So it's a little disappointing as far as a double collab to only have just a regular standard orange Nike Sacai box that they've been dropping. On the front, you've got Nike LDWaffle /SF. The retail price on these is gonna be $170, which It's a double collab, I get it, but $170 for this shoe is kind of pricey in my opinion. The paper, I'll give you guys some overlays, but it's the same paper as well, just the Sacai paper. So they didn't even add any Fragment paper or any Fragment logos to the paper, I should say. So that's a little bit of a disappointment. I'd say the packaging is very underwhelming, especially for 170 bucks. But here you have the shoes. The other thing that I would say, to me, this is just my opinion, is disappointing, is there's not a whole lot of Fragment features on this sneaker. I can show you guys real quick. You've got the double tongue, which I think looks really nice. You've got a white mesh tongue on top, and then below that a white nylon tongue with gray piping around the edges. That looks cool. I think that looks really nice. And then you've got the Nike sportswear tag on the front tongue, and then on the rear tongue you've got the Fragment Design double lightning bolt logo, which it looks really great on the tongue. I will say that this double stacked tongue, that looks sick. I really like this a lot. And then of course on the heel you've got the Nike Sacai logo that we've seen on all of the previous models. Then on the side you've got the classic printed right here with Fragment and Sacai after that, and it's in like an italicized font. Then on the medial side of the foot you've got like this tooling code that we've seen on previous Fragment Design models, and it just says LDWaffle FA21 Fall 21 Men's Run 233 Sacai Fragment. Okay, so that's all of the Fragment Design that you're gonna get on this sneaker. It's underwhelming in my opinion. I feel like they could have done something better. They could have done something better. This feels like, to me, they just thought that they could combine Sacai and Fragment and people would go crazy for it. And I don't think resale on these is gonna be very crazy. It'll probably have some resale, but to an extent, we've seen so many LDWaffle models and they're already showing us that we're gonna be getting more from Sacai and Clot. And to me, in my opinion, they're just really producing too many sneakers. They're producing too many sneakers. This is a great sneaker, but when it's the 15th colorway, which it's not the 15th, but when you produce so many, it just waters it down and it just takes away from like the uniqueness of the shoe. So I love this sneaker, guys. I'm not trying to like be so down on it. This is a great looking sneaker, for especially for the fall and winter. You could put together some great fits with these sweatpants. You could dress them up, and there's a ton of different ways that you could wear this sneaker, and it's a comfortable sneaker. I just wanted to speak my opinion on what I think about all these double collabs, because I feel like we're only gonna see more and more of them. And so I just wanted to go ahead and put it out there and let you guys know how I feel. But let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of this sneaker. I think it's great. Like, this is a great looking sneaker. Even if Fragment wasn't involved with it, if this was just a Sacai LDWaffle, it's a great colorway. I wish they would have released this earlier on. And if they had released this earlier on, like maybe as the second drop, these would have been the most expensive pair in my opinion. But since there's been a few more pairs released since these probably aren't going to go that crazy. But I want to show you guys some more shots, so let's go ahead and check it out. Alright guys, after looking these shoes over for a little while longer, which I've had them now for a few days, the insole, I wanted to show you guys the insole just to make sure I don't forget anything. You've got just the same Nike Sacai double logo that you have on the heel, and it's in a light smoke gray with white font. And honestly, this isn't the best collab. This isn't the best release. I don't mean any disrespect to the designers, but it seems like, if you hear me out, it seems like they could have made this as a Nike Sacai LDWaffle and last minute added the Fragment Design logos, because all essentially it is the text right here on the midsole on each side, and then just a tag on the tongue, which is really minimal. And I know Fragment does a lot of minimal designs and there's not a whole lot to it, which I appreciate, but at the same time, this one just seems like they underperformed compared to the previous Fragment, Nike, or Jordan collabs. I don't know, tell me your opinion, tell me if I'm I'm kind of on par or if I'm just, you know, like way off, but it seems like this could have been its own Nike LDWaffle, and then they were like, oh, well, let's throw Fragment on it and people will be more hype about it. But I don't know, to me it actually has the opposite effect. It makes me like the shoe less because it feels like they're just trying to get our money, and they think that if they just put more names on the sneaker it'll sell better, but it's obviously not the case. That's not how I feel anyway. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section. I also wanted to shout out where I got this shoe. I got them from my guy Ivan, who's actually one of my followers, so shout out to Ivan at Laced OC. That's his sneaker page. You can check it out. I'll put the link down in the description. But shout out to Ivan. He actually just hit me up and sent these over to me for a review, so I want to make sure I showed him the appreciation he deserves. So shout out to Ivan. And guys, again, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section, and that'll pretty much wrap up today's video. I appreciate you guys watching as always. Let me know what you think about the new set as well. And with that, that'll wrap up today's video. Make sure you are subscribed down below if you're not already. Leave a like if you enjoyed today's video, and we're on to the next sneaker.